we have had 3 amazing stopovers in Australia: Fremantle, Newcastle and Airlie Beach. In Fremantle, we were hosted by the Fremantle Sailing Club, where teams were welcomed on arrival by a sausage sizzle for every single team, and we had a host of activities across the stopover for teams to enjoy. We also had an evening with our very own Deputy Race Director Dale Smith. One of our AQPs, along with a couple of crew, did a talk about what it becomes to be an ocean racer and all about life on board a Clipper 70. As part of our sustainability activity, we did a beach clean in conjunction with the Fremantle Sailing Club, where we had some of our crew, supporters and some of our Clipper race officials come down and help clean South Beach. Then the highlight of the stopover was probably the Commodores 11 versus the Clipper Race 11, which was the first of what I hope will be many cricket matches to follow. Race start day had a background of a chorus from the pipe and drum section of the Fremantle Sailing Club, who then went out on the boats to help pipe the fleet out of Fremantle. Leaving Western Australia, the fleet sailed south of Tasmania to Newcastle. This was our first ever time being hosted by the Newcastle Cruising Yacht Club, and we were welcomed by hot pies and an army of amazing volunteers who created welcome packs full of information useful to all of our crew. Open boats in Newcastle were the most successful of all of our stopovers, with over 1,000 people coming down to visit the yachts, as well as a Clipper information talk given by our very own Head of Recruitment, Della. Some of the volunteers who helped the crew came down and were able to go on a sailing day on Qingdao, which they really enjoyed and was a great opportunity to give back to the people that had done so much for us. The Newcastle Cruising Yacht Club put on a host of activities, including a mangrove clean-up with one of the local elders, who also performed a welcome to country smoking ceremony. After that, crews did a session on the outrigging canoes. The crews got into some racing, which got very competitive, but was a lot of fun. That evening, the Cruising Yacht Club put on a Hawaiian party, and everyone donned their best Hawaiian shirts for an evening of dancing and Hawaiian-themed cocktails. We had an incredibly exciting race start day in the Hunter River, and the actual start line was a cannon fired from Fort Scratchy by one of our very own Clipper Race alumni. We find ourselves in Airlie Beach. This is the 4th time we've been here, and we were greeted by the Coral Sea Marina. In Airlie Beach, we had a host of activities, not to mention the 3rd edition of the Little Clipper Ripper Race Cup. This is an incredible tradition that we really hope to continue building on. We had public open boats for 2 days, which was awesome, so some of the locals in Airlie Beach were able to come down and visit the fleet. Whilst on the subject of locals, we had the Whitsunday Wildlife and the Fauna Rescue Service bring a range of animals up to the Coral Sea Marina Gardens for us to visit and look at and meet. Crew were also able to attend a Master Reef Guide talk hosted by Crystal Lacey, which was fantastic because on the same day, crews were able to go on an excursion to visit Whitehaven Beach and the Great Barrier Reef themselves. And then RRs and Oceans organised a fantastic ceilidh event in aid of UNICEF. Fremantle, Newcastle and Airlie Beach have all been incredible, and now the fleet will head towards Halong Bay, Vietnam to enjoy the first of our Asian stopovers.